So guys, welcome back. Today we are continuing to our lesson with practicing. In the previous lecture we said in the next lecture we are going to dive into all of these projects, and in this lecture we are going to make this much more harder. So guys, here we said how much money do you have, and here we say how much money do you transfer. Let's here do one more test. For example, let's write another if here. This type of if you will see for first time. For example, we have here else if. Inside the else if I am going to create another if. So I created, and I'm going to write if balance smaller than transfer SOUT, and you cannot do this operation. Why? Because, for example, our user's money or balance is 100 and he or she wants to transfer 500, and in this case I'm going to say you cannot do this operation. And let's write here because your balance isn't enough. So guys, we wrote this and we test one more thing. So let's write here our, sorry guys, this is not good. So we did it here, and let's do this for 3. But before we do this for 3, let's write here else if, and else if what we means balance bigger than transfer. And in this case I'm going to show him SOUT, and your current balance is balance minus transfer. So guys, we did it, and let's write here another information SOUT, you so you transferred, let's see here, transfer. What we did here, first of all, here we got information from our user. For example, he will say integer balance, he or she user will say his balance, and here he or she will say his amount that wants to transfer. And here we will go to test our user. For example, if balance smaller than transfer, we will say you cannot do this. Else if we will do this. Okay? And here I'm going to say here another option. If you remember, in the previous lectures we wrote like this: or transfer equals balance. So no guys, let's not do this, because if I write this I know you will be much more confused. So let's change this, and I'm going to write like this: else if balance equals transfer. So let's do this, and let's do this. I'm going to write exactly, let's see what's going on. I'm going to write exactly this, because there is no difference between them. So we did this, and for the 3, let's see here, click to get money. So we are going to do this again here, but I want you to guys, before I write this, please, you yourself write it, because it will help you to understand much more easier. So I assume you pause the video, you also wrote this code, and I'm going to write again. So let's write like this, and I'm going to write if balance smaller money, SOUT, let's write your balance isn't enough to do this operation. So, but else if balance bigger than money, and here I'm going to write this. Let's write this, and let's do this again. So guys, you see here, if balance bigger than money, what it means, balance bigger than money, it means nothing wrong, and we can do our operation. So here we will do our operation. So let's do here else if balance equals money, SOUT, and let's write you got all of your money. Why I wrote this? Because if balance equals money, it means after this operation in the balance there will be nothing, and I wrote you got all of your money. And let's test our application. Right click and click run. So welcome banking application, our operation. So let's first of all test our first operation. We exit from system. Let's write to money transfer. How much money do you have? 900. How much do you transfer? 500. You transferred 5, your current balance this. Okay, let's do 2 again. How much money do you have? 500, and I want to transfer 600. So guys, perfect. You cannot do this operation because your balance isn't enough. Perfect guys, we wrote this. And let's do this again, 2, and how much money do you have? For example, 600, and you're transferred 600, and your current balance is nothing. Let's test our third. You enter your balance, for example, 200. How much money do you want to take? This. Your balance isn't enough to do this operation. So guys, this was our banking application, and I think if you understand this, you completely get our else if and scanner class. Guys, it's perfect application. I think I'm going to write this source code on the Udemy. You can go and take our source code from Udemy, resources from resources down the video, and you can compare your code and with our code. So guys, let's see in the next lecture.